Hi friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day, and a special welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Anyway, my name is Ricky and my channel is called Ricky's Puzzle and Book Chat. And what I primarily do is work on Springbok puzzles. Well, actually that's all I work on or feature is Springbok puzzles on my channel, new or contemporary, modern, which goes back to 10 to 15 years ago, and then vintage, which I consider over 20 years. Like I said, this channel is primarily about Springbok puzzles, and in front of you can see my newest Springbok puzzle for Halloween. This is the Halloween edition, and I've really had a great time on this puzzle. This puzzle is called Haunted Halloween Party. And boy, what an image. Look at the colors on this puzzle. It is a 1,000-piece, and it's got all kinds of ghouls and goblins on here, from dancing skeletons to a witch in the window to scarecrows to bats hanging out to a ghoulish green hand here and witches flying in the sky. It was really, really fun puzzle to put together. I had a great time on this puzzle. Now, for my regular viewers, you may hear that I'm a little hoarse. Earlier this week I got a chest cold and a head cold, so I'm going to probably keep this video brief and just highlight the main points of the puzzle, and that is that it was a delight putting together. And stay tuned, I do have a time lapse with this puzzle of me working on it and building it, and I hope you do enjoy that. But along with this video, I also will show or feature some of my books that I pulled. Now, since it's a Halloween related video, I did pull some horror or scary type books to feature on here. Now, I do not give away any spoilers or anything like that. I just show you what I have in my collection. But anyway, with that said, I do hope you enjoy the video, and I do hope you enjoy the puzzle. And thank you so much for joining my new subscribers. And what I would love to do is have a comment from you guys telling me what your favorite puzzle company is. Mine is Springbok Puzzles. What kind of seasonal type puzzles you like to work on? Do you like to work on Christmas puzzles, Halloween puzzles? I really enjoy puzzles that have a seasonal type theme. And for me, I love to see the seasons change. So obviously, as we're in autumn, and Halloween ushers in that autumn season, and then obviously we'll go into winter. And I just love working on puzzles that basically have those type of themes around those. And with that said, I do hope you have a great day. Again, I hope you leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite puzzle is and what you like to work on in your spare time, or what your favorite hobby is, or even your favorite horror books. I would like to hear from you on that. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the time lapse, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye. All right, I'm really excited about the next puzzle. It's called Haunted Halloween Party by Springbok, 1,000 pieces. And look at this image. Isn't this the quintessential Halloween image for a puzzle? So colorful. Got the spooks, got the pumpkins, got the haunted house. I love this. That night sky. Look at the witch flying in the sky. The artwork is so pretty, but very creepy. Look at these claws. Anyway, I can't wait to do this. It's going to be a fun puzzle. And just to let you know, I've already taken off the plastic wrap on this. So let's look at the side. Now, the side information here where the barcode is, it will tell you generally who the artist is of the puzzle. And I see right here it's written Springbok Studio, so no particular artist is actually accredited to this image. Okay, the next side, 1,000-piece Springbok Haunted Halloween Party. Another view. Nice colorful view of the Springbok logo. And if I look at the back, it's advertisements for other puzzles and the Springbok website, springbok-puzzles.com, which I urge you to go out there and check out the newest puzzles, because they have such a wide selection. And on the back here, they have some beautiful images that you can pick from. But yeah, this puzzle is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to get into it. All right, let's go ahead and open this box up and see what's inside. Ah, okay, so I can see we've got the purple backing. Now, the last two 1,000-piece puzzles I worked in my previous videos, it had the beige backing. Look at the colorful pieces in here. Look at this. Wow. I see my Springbok shapes.
I am really excited about working this puzzle. I see plenty of dust in the bag, but hey, it's a Springbok, right? What's a Springbok without some dust? I'm gonna open this bag up. I like to reuse my bags very carefully. Let's take a look at some of these pieces. See what I'm in store for. I bet it's gonna be frightfully good. I can already see some dust here. Let me brush that away. Oh, wow. Look at these pieces. Now I'm looking through here as I comb the pieces because I don't like freebies. I like to take away parts that may be, pieces that may be linked together. And you know, sometimes on my Springbok puzzles I find maybe about 20 to 30 pieces that are still engaged in a 1,000-piece puzzle. It doesn't bother me. It's part of the puzzling experience. Actually, I just like to take them apart and start fresh. Okay, look at these odd shapes I got here. Now this is a true Springbok shape. Look at that. Look at that piece. Now this one, I thought these were connected together, but this is one single piece. Look how big that is. That's a chunky monkey if there ever was one, right? Look at this chunky monkey. Love it. But as I'm combing through the puzzle pieces here, I really don't see too many pieces stuck together, which would be sort of rare. And that's okay, that's okay. But look at all these pieces. I can't wait to work on it. So let me get this puzzle out in my sorting tray and we'll put this baby together. Never get tired of this sound. Look at this. All right, I've got the pieces sorted in my puzzle tray here. And what I decided to do is basically looking at the image, I sorted pieces by sections by the walls, the sky, the house, and then this foreground area of the pumpkins and a wall. So basically in my tray what I have is my edges, of course, in the middle. Then I have the sky, the house itself, the brick wall that surrounds the sides of the puzzle, and then in the foreground here, the foreground area, the pumpkins and the wall and the miscellaneous items. So obviously I can't wait to get started on this puzzle. It's going to be fun, and let me get this edge started, and I hope you enjoy the video.
All right, I'm excited because I'm about to complete this puzzle. It's so beautiful. I had a good time on this puzzle. It was really, really fun. As I put these last few remaining pieces in. Tricky puzzle, I have to admit, towards the end here, it's been pretty sort of tricky with all these different trees and branches. But boy, am I loving this. Loving this puzzle. Had a good time on it. If I could get this one in right. Let me see. Does it go that way? Yeah. This is a fun puzzle to build. Get my pieces in here. It's hard to do with one hand holding the camera. Okay, let's see. How's that? Almost there. If I can figure it out. All right, there we go. Oh, wow, look at that. I had a great time on that. Fun puzzle. Springbok 1,000 pieces. I love this. Haunted Halloween Party is what it's called. Haunted Halloween Party. 1,000 pieces. Look at the colors and the detail. Oh, we got a ghoul looking out the window. A partying skeleton. A witch making a brew here. There's her potion. Oh, look who's out here having dinner. Look at this scary bat just hanging out. A lot of little details in this puzzle. It was real fun to build. Highly recommended. Awesome puzzle. All right, I completed this puzzle, 1,000 pieces, Haunted Halloween Party by Springbok. Look how beautiful this is. I loved it. Loved working on this puzzle. So much fun. Perfect Halloween image. It's got just a little bit of everything. And you know, now it's time for my one-hand pickup challenge. Let's pet the ghouls down to make sure they stay in place. The witch is flying in there. Let's make sure everything's down, and we're going to try to pick this up with one hand to test our Springbok quality. 1,000 pieces. Let me give a slide here. Oh, wow, Springbok. Look at that. They have the best quality. I love this puzzle. Now if I can put it back down. Ugh. Absolutely love Springbok. Now, they do have a tight fit when you put the puzzle together, but I promise you, no thumbs were injured in the making of this puzzle. I love that. That is so funny. No thumbs were injured in the making of this puzzle. I absolutely loved it, and I highly recommend it. You will thoroughly enjoy this puzzle by Springbok. Okay, I brought the puzzle outside. There's no sun out today. It's actually been very overcast and gray and cloudy. But still, I thought I'd bring it outside and see what it looks like under the natural light. And I think it's so beautiful. Look at this. Look at this puzzle. All the little details. Had a great time on this one. It was a fun one. Really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this puzzle. Hi friends, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. It was a real fun puzzle to build. I really had a great time. Now it did have its challenging aspects, I will admit, especially this tree section and this tree section, then obviously this stone wall here and the stone wall over here and the various pumpkins. But it was a delight, especially building this house and the ghost and the little figures in the windows. There was so much to see on this puzzle and to enjoy. It has a really pretty, vibrant color about it, and it was just really fun to put together. And the puzzle when I put it together, it went in pretty tight. It's really snug. The pieces hold together very good. As a matter of fact, I was able to pick up this puzzle with one hand, and I really, really enjoy that about Springbok. That obviously is a great indicator of quality, and I thoroughly enjoy my Springbok puzzles. Now, with that said, I do still believe the puzzle is on the Springbok website, and that's where I get my puzzles. I go out directly to the Springbok's website and I order my puzzles because they're always running specials. I believe currently, as of today, they have a special going on. You buy 3 puzzles, you get 25% off those special puzzles. I think it's candy related puzzles, and then you get a free mystery puzzle, which you don't get the box, you just get the bag of puzzle pieces to put together. And I've got quite a few of those, and those are really fun to put together, just the mystery aspect of it. But anyway, with that said, I do highly recommend the puzzle. I love working on this. I love the colors of it. It was just really, really fun to put together. Now, with that said, it's time for me to move on to my book aspect of this video. And I pulled several books that have a horror, scary type theme. And of course, you can't go wrong with the first one that I'm going to pull out. And that's Stephen King's. Now, this is a paperback. Nothing really elaborate about the cover, but I pulled it because I love this story. Stephen King's Salem's Lot. Now, this book will really creep you out. It is really spooky and scary, and he has a way of just pulling you in, and you really get invested with the characters, and you're never, if you want a good scary story, pull a Stephen King book out. Now, I remember seeing this in the 70s when I was a child. They had turned this into a TV movie of the week called Salem's Lot, and I'm telling you, that movie scared me as a kid. And if you have not seen that, I'm not sure if you can get it on DVD, but it's a thriller. Anyway, Salem's Lot by Stephen King. The next book I've got by Stephen King, and I have not read this, it's called It. And I believe this is the one that has the story about the clown Pennywise in it. And whenever I see images of Pennywise, that clown creeps me out. But this, I'm definitely got this on my list to read. It's a thick book, real thick book. And obviously I have to invest some time in this to get into this story. But it's one of those where I'm sure I'm not going to be disappointed. Let me know if you've read this book, because it looks really interesting. Now, last week I pulled some of my Anne Rice books out, and I absolutely love Anne Rice. And this, the last video I highlighted her vampire books, and this one is her witching tales, or the story of the Mayfair witches. It's called, and this is the first one, it's called The Witching Hour. And this book was really good. And this book spans generations and generations and generations of witches, and the passing down of that, I guess, that power that they would have through the bloodline. And I love this old image, well, not old, this picture of Anne Rice on the back. I really, really enjoy her books. And I'm thinking about maybe in 2026, starting all her books, read all my collection of her books back to back, because I think that would be a fun thing to do. But anyway, I really recommend Anne Rice. I love her books. Now, this book here, it's a pretty thick one. It's Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems. And this is supposed to be all his stories in one. From, it says here on the back, 73 short stories and 48 poems, including Fall of the House of Usher, the Telltale Heart, The Raven, The Murders in the Rue Morgue. And I just know that he has a dark, gothic type storyline. And I've never read any of his books. Well, I did read the tale of The Fall of the House of Usher in high school, but it's been so long, I probably need to reread that again. But anyway, this looks like it's going to be a fun book to read, and I highly recommend his books. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this puzzle, if you intend to get this puzzle, or if you've actually worked this puzzle. And let me know about the books, and if you've read these books and if you enjoyed those. And with that said, I hope you have a great day. And thank you so much for stopping by. And again, thank you for everyone who have subscribed. It means a lot to me. And definitely leave me a comment, because that's one thing about this channel. I want to make friends. And obviously I can't do that unless I have comments from you folks. Anyway, with that said, I hope you have a blessed day. Bye now.